What's up, people? Jaye Black here. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about how Marcus Camby's marriage simping is going to cost him a lot of money. And I want to get into specifics of the Blast article. But Marcus Camby is a former NBA player, played for New York Knicks, most notably. I actually remember their championship run in the late 90s. Especially against the Spurs. So he's somebody that has been kind of off the radar. I haven't really heard much about him. But once a lot of these guys retire, what you got to understand is they're still living a lifestyle of basically cheating or messing around with different women. But apparently this guy has gotten himself in a situation where he's messing around with a younger woman. Okay. And his wife found out about it, and his wife is done. Not only is this guy messing around with his wife and had a child, okay, had a love child on his wife, but according to his now ex-wife, he basically passed on some STDeez to her as well. And this is why I'm telling y'all, the simping that goes on in these marriages. Listen, man, if you don't want to be with your wife, she stayed with you when you had a love child on her. But the fact that now again, we can't really prove unless he passed on an STD to his wife. That's the only way she would know. But we're going to check this article out. All right. It says the wife of former NBA star Marcus Camby has filed for divorce not long after the news he fathered a secret love child came to light, and claims he allegedly exposed her to an STD. Oh boy. According to court documents obtained by the Blast, Ava Camby filed for divorce from Marcus after nearly 14 years of marriage. The two married in July 2005 and ceased living together in April 5th of 2019. They share two minor kids together. So I want y'all to understand this first, because I know I'm going to get a bunch of comments from dudes saying he should have never got married, this, that, and third. This has nothing to do with his wife. His wife tried to stick it out even though he had a love child on her. So I can't really say this is her fault. All of this is on Marcus Camby's shoulders. He is the one to blame in this situation more than anybody. Okay? He married his wife in 2005. There was no social media, so we can't say that he's seen stories and instances of wives taking her husband to the cleaners. We can't really say that because we don't even know how long they were dating before that. So before y'all go in the comment section and say, oh, he should have never gotten married, this, that, and third. Listen, he married her way before social media, okay? He probably was with her well before then, all right? This has more to do with Marcus Camby than it does the wife, okay? In her petition for divorce, Ava accuses Marcus of causing her personal injuries and claims he repeatedly and continuously committed adultery, including fathering an extramarital child. Ava wants the prenuptial agreement they signed to be thrown out, saying it is unconscionable, and claims she signed the deal under duress. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, we see her trying to get her way around this prenup. Now, I've heard people say that prenups have no weight. Prenups don't matter. Well, in this situation, this prenup actually must hold some weight if she's trying to get from under it. Okay? Now, maybe the judge will allow it. But let me just say this, though, about Marcus Camby. The reason why I put a lot of blame on his shoulders, but because when your wife stayed with you, even though you fathered a love child, maybe she didn't know about it, but she probably did. And not only that, you're passing on STDs, and she stayed with you, she was going to use this against you, Marcus. She was going to use this against you in order to get that prenup thrown out. Maybe this is why Marcus Camby felt so comfortable marrying her. Maybe this is why he felt so comfortable doing what he did outside of the marriage, because he had that ironclad agreement. But she's going to use this to try to get out of that marriage with money. Okay? A lot of it, Marcus. In addition, Ava claims that Marcus contracted an infectious disease and intentionally exposed her to it. Jesus. This is major league simping, people. You're married already, and not only are you messing around, you had a love child, but bro, you giving her. That means that you sleeping with all types of individuals, dude. She says she is unsure if she has contracted infectious disease. Now, I will say this though. How do you know? Unless you have contracted something, how would you know you contracted it? Did he tell you? Did somebody he know tell you? Did you see a copy of his medical records? Is he taking medications? Unless he's taking medications and you found it, that's the only way you would know that. Marcus Camby responded to divorce and asked the judge to enforce their 2005 prenuptial agreement. He is seeking 50-50 custody of their kids and wanted the judge to order his ex to not trash him on social media and hide their kids from him. See, that's the biggest fear of a lot of these guys, that their ex-wives are going to expose them or trash them, bash them on social media and keep them from their kids. First off, I don't care how angry you are at your ex. Don't keep your ex from his kids. That is the word. That makes you no better than him. But you got these heifers who are going to intentionally try to keep their kids from their ex because, one, they want the new guy to be the father, and two, they want to hurt their ex. Not caring about their kids in that situation whatsoever. In regard to the STD allegation, he argues Ava's claims are barred because of the statute of limitations and consent. Jeez. The statute of limitations. So wait a minute. Are you saying that, Marcus? Are you saying that you contracted something while you were married? I guess you dealt with it, and you felt like she shouldn't speak about it. Come on, bro. That's disgusting, bro. That is. The case is ongoing. As the blast first reported, Marcus Camby reached a child support and custody deal in December 2018 with a woman named Naomi Valdez. The two agreed that Camby is the father of Micaiah Camby, born in 2011. Valdez will have primary custody, and Camby will see his daughter 2 times a month for 3 hours each day. Now, I want y'all to hear how much he's going to have to pay to see his daughter twice a month. Camby will have to pay $4,000 a month in support, and both of them will cover any medical expenses. He will not have to pay for private schooling unless he agrees on a specific school. So what is he giving her $4,000 for? If you both are going to cover the medical bills, and he's not going to have to pay any private schooling, because this woman probably has this child going to public school, what does she need $4,000 for? This is why you simping males, especially in the industry, these simping males, that a lot of these guys, let me tell y'all something. This isn't just in sports. This stuff goes on every single day with people you work with. I've worked with guys who literally have to pay so much child support that they can't even file a tax return. That's how deep in child support debt they are. They can't even file a tax return. Valdez originally sued Camby, seeking child support and full custody of their 7-year-old daughter, accusing the former NBA player of having a pattern of child neglect. Well, gee, you had a baby by a married man. Of course he's gonna neglect you. And this Naomi, I think that's how she pronounced her name. Naomi, I blame her too. You know this man is married. You know this man is married and you're having unprotected sex with him. In this situation, she cared more about herself than anybody. She didn't care about his wife. She didn't care about the fact that she's literally dealing with a guy who's married, because she saw a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And that is why you have a lot of single mothers out here, because a good portion of them dealt with men who are already in relationships. That's why they're single. I'm pretty sure that if you talk to a good amount of single mothers, they will tell you that they dealt with married men. They dealt with men who were in relationships, and they might have fathered a child with one of those type of guys. And what happens is that woman becomes a single mother, and then you have guys who just will not date them because they're a single mother. And I'm looking at this situation, man, and unfortunately, Marcus did a lot of damage to himself, physically, emotionally, mentally, to everybody around him. You have 2 children with your wife for 14 years. She's coming after you for money. You've agreed to pay your baby's mother from your side chick. You've agreed to pay her $4,000 a month. Imagine, listen, Marcus, you really messed up if that judge doesn't enforce that prenup. If he doesn't enforce that prenup, Marcus, you're going to be paying a lot of money. You definitely are going to be needing to get a job at ESPN or TNT or whoever, because she was with you for 14 years, plus she has 2 of your kids. She's in a very vengeful mindset, bro, and she's going to come after you with vigor. And it's because of the decisions that you made, man. You made those decisions, and now we look at what has happened. And what has happened is that you have put yourself in a situation where you are gonna, in the end, you're gonna be alone. You're gonna have to deal with the ridicule. You're gonna have to deal with your bank account having less money in it due to the fact of the woman that you were dealing with outside of your marriage. Your wife stayed with you during that. Your wife stayed with you through allegations of having an STD, and you didn't deny it, which lets me know it must have been true, which means that you were messing around on your wife and you just didn't care, bro. And she stayed with you for 14 years. So I can hardly blame her for not wanting to be with you anymore. I really can't. In this situation, we could say whatever whatever she's trying to seek as far as support. That's a totally different subject. But Marcus, you have to understand, this is why I make these videos. I want to red pill the world. I want as many people to see instances, because y'all only care about celebrities. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all care about celebrities more than I do. Because when I do videos on celebrities, who's in the comment section? Who's sharing the videos? Most of the content that is shared to me, that is sent to me, is of celebrities. So y'all care about their opinions. You care about their lives. Stop pretending like you don't. And that is why I do these particular stories, because you'll understand it more coming from their life than anything else, because they are privileged. They have made a lot of money. They are considered successful, but they still are very flawed people. No matter how much money you make, that doesn't take away from the fact that you can still have flaws.